Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURUL AUNI and today our group will present on the differences on HR practices by the company that related to oil and gas. For Malaysia, we choose Petronas and we choose Exxonmobil to represent from United States. So this is our group member and the content is that had been shown in this slide. Before we go through the next presentation, I will introduce the company background. For Petronas, Petroleum Nasional Berhad is a global energy and solution company that was established in 1974. This company is fully owned by Malaysia government. They are the custodian of the nation's oil and gas resources with a long-term commitment to maximize its values for the progress of the nation. And for ExxonMobil, is one of the world's largest publicly traded energy providers and chemical manufacturers to help safely and responsibly meet the world's growing need for energy and high-quality chemical products. This company is an American multinational oil and gas company which owned by Darren Woods, were established in 1999. ExxonMobil engaged in every phase of the petroleum industry, including oil fields, service stations, pipelines, and one of the world's largest fleet of tankers. Overall, we can conclude that both companies provide product and service related to chemical, which is oil and gas. So the next presentation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is SYAZANA. I will continue with the recruitment and selection method by both company, Petronas and Exxonmobil. First, recruitment method at Petronas. The recruitment method at Petronas is via official website. Who are interested to join Petronas can do so. It will appear job application at their site. Petronas will post the availability at other platform too, which is LinkedIn. Next, Graduate Employability Enhancement Scheme, GEES. This is a soft skills training program introduced by Petronas in collaboration with the Malaysian government to enhance the marketability of unemployed Malaysian. The scholarship student that meets the requirement of the company also will be employed. And about the ExxonMobil, the recruitment method of ExxonMobil is firstly, need to submit an online job application to the company's job site. The company also will post the job application at other work seeker sites, for example, LinkedIn and Indeed. Next slide. Next is about the selection method at Petronas. During the hiring process, candidate may encounter any one of the following Petronas assessment tests. There are two stages involved. The first stage is the IQ and personality test. Some position needs to encounter mathematical reasoning test and Excel test. Once the person pass the first stage, they will be called for the second stage, the face-to-face. After the second stage interview, they will be informed that they passed. After a couple of months, the Human Resources Department personnel called the candidate to inform that they are offered position in Petronas. And about the selection method at ExxonMobil in United States, the hiring process at ExxonMobil involve various stages, including the jobs application and interview processes that candidates will be expected to complete to gain employment with the company. First stage is assessment online test. Depending on the position candidates are applying for, this assessment test usually include language, technical, mechanical, and analytical assessment. After pass the first stage, candidate will go to the second stage, which is interview process. Furthermore, more position requires a phone or Skype interview and then an in-person interview later. If candidate is successful for the phone and Skype interview, the candidate will go to the third stage, which is interviewed in person. If the person do not pass the ExxonMobil online test, they will need to wait at minimum 2 years to retake the assessment. For further explanation will be in our report. Next is about training.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. I am FIKRATUL and I will explain about second HR practices, which is training. Employee training is considered the main factor to increase organizational performance. Training is considered as the best method to identify and help employees do their required works effectively, correctly, conscientiously, and safely. I will share about the training provided for the employees in Petronas and ExxonMobil. Are there any differences between these two companies? Okay, so let's start with the Petronas first. Petronas provides training for the junior employees as well as senior employees that are required to take certain training which are suitable according to their work field. The training is to motivate and mentoring the employees as important as imparting knowledge or skill of them, or it can be generalized as a typical comfort zone. Every 3 to 5 years, they will have gone through the Petronas leadership learning series, and the employees also have to attend skill group programs. The outcome of the training provided are firstly, employees will be able to understand the operation and care of the various equipment and the plant facilities or their department, and secondly, they will have precise understanding of the operating variables required to be monitored and controlled during production. So what are the training provided by this company? For the on-the-job training, they have one-to-one basis at facilities, simulator training and basic training. And so they have training in presentation skills, training in HSE awareness such as safety rules and procedures, permits to work and so on, and computer training for the junior employees, and last but not least, motivational training. Next, for Exxon, we move to the Exxonmobil. Exxonmobil provides skills and education development through proven global training programs customized to their business environment and through on-the-job provided by multiple diverse assignment over a career as well as off-the-job training. So this company provides training to all the employees. Employees in positions assessed to be higher risk receive training every year within 3 months of entering their position. Every 2 years, managers and professional employees not in higher risk positions receive training. And every 4 years, all ExxonMobil employees are required to attend half-day business practices review that include anti-corruption issues. ExxonMobil on-the-job training and off-the-job training. For on-the-job training, there are on-site training, basic training, assignments, technical training, and so on. And for off-the-job training, there are anti-corruption training, business practice review sessions, and leadership development training. Actually, there are more training methods in Petronas and ExxonMobil, but for further explanation and training methods will be provided in our written report. That's all for the training. And we move to the next point.
My name is Annur Syahirah. I will continue with observation and analysis on payment system and workings hour. Payment system and workings hour apply by each company, usually followed by laws that are built by each country. They are required to fulfill, comply, follow all the laws. This is the payment system according to legislation, which is Malaysia and United States. You can see in the slide about minimum wages and time of payment wages to employees for both Malaysia and United States. This is the working hour system. I also refer to Malaysia legislation and United States legislation. The table show about working days, rest day for employees, public holidays, and also maternity leave according to each country. And you can read through the slide. But I want to highlight about the maternity leave that is offered in each country. In Malaysia, maternity leave is 60 days with fully pay, and while in the US, they do not practice this kind of leave. They provide the maternity leave for 12 weeks but not being paid. Next, we will go to payment system according to Petronas and ExxonMobil. Firstly, for Petronas, Malaysia comply with all applicable laws which I explained just now, and the laws that are related to minimum wage and also payment for overtime hours. According to the emolument report, the highest paid Petronas employees are the managers, which is 533,000 annually. ExxonMobil follow principle of International Labour Organization ILO 1998 Declaration on Fundamental Principle on Right at Work. This practice apply because they respect human rights in conjunction with their business activities. The highest paid in ExxonMobil employees are senior manager, which is 757,000 annually. The different wage rate between these two companies is because of the economic position in each country. Next, we go to the working hour system that apply for both company. Each company may not fully comply the laws, but the maximum and minimum within the laws must be followed. For Petronas, complies with local laws of the host country agreement regarding working hour, overtime hours, and work during holidays. The laws that I mentioned is Employment Act 1955. For example, Petronas company provide maternity leave 3 months fully paid, and working day only in a week is 39 hours, so that we can notice Petronas reduce working hour from 48 hours to 39 hours. For Exxonmobil, follow the laws from Fair Labor Standard Act 1938 regarding working hours in a week, wages during overtime, and many more. For example, working hours in Exxonmobil is 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. It is the same with other companies, but Exxonmobil company provide a parental paid time off, which is for 8 weeks. This is parental leave includes birth and adoption, which is good for employees for and also their family. That's all for me. Next, we go to the benefit reward.
Okay, my name is SITI ADIBAH binti SABARUDDIN. Okay, and I will explain some benefits and reward that given to employees for Exxonmobil and Petronas. Okay, develop attractive benefits and reward strategy can give benefit for both organization and also employees, as long as the employee remain with the company. So there are some advantage for benefits and reward for every institution is to attract people by motivate them to join the company. Second is inspire worker to perform at the highest point of their aptitude set. The last one is to keep the employees stay in the organization. Okay, for ExxonMobil benefit. Okay, ExxonMobil offers benefit and policies to cover every situation. As you guys can see, they have categorized in terms of health, security, financial, and also life. For future explain, I will be explain more in the written report. They are also give an additional life benefits, which is employee recognition program, adoption system, backup dependence care assistant, and also employee discount. Okay, for reward, bonus pay at ExxonMobil Corporation range from $4,500 annually for employees who report receiving a bonus. For Petronas, they give 6 benefits for their employees in terms of employee insurance, loan facility, holidays with pay, educational assistance, sick leave, and also saving plans and retirement system. For reward, Petronas give a range from 3,200 ringgit annually for employees who report receive a bonus also. As a conclusion, I can see that both company have a similar interest rate such as health benefits and saving plans. But there are still other benefits that can apply by Petronas for their employees, such as employee health advisory program, which is they can have an access to professional counseling for any personal mental health issue such as anxiety, depression, and also family conflicts. Second is financial fitness program. This program is designed to help employees better understand and utilize company benefit and program, and also can ensure that employees are always in a good fitness. That is workplace flexibility that can create a good atmosphere and emotion to employees. And the last one is employee discount, such as a discount for gas and other product. ExxonMobil give an offer to their employees, which is 10% discount on gas and 25% discount for car washes to eligible employees. So I think Petronas also can practice it to their employees also.
Okay, next I will go through health and safety at work. So as we know, both companies have their own policy on health and safety. So for Petronas, they had a reinforcement of zero tolerance rules. We call it as ZITO. It has 10 elements which recorded in these rules, which include work with a valid work permit, PPW, and use the correct personal protective equipment, PPE, when handling chemicals. And next, Petronas also introducing the HSE timeout, which made it mandatory for all Petronas gas berhad to trigger a discussion among staff on lessons learned from the incident, as well as to contribute any feedback and views on the causes and possible modes of prevention. And also Petronas improving the health of Petronas employees by providing medical fitness for offshore work, carrying conservation program, approved medical examiners, worksite medical and health services. They also conducted a health guide for international travel. For Exxonmobil, they aim to prevent the uncontrolled release of hazardous substances to avoid significant health incidents. So they support voluntarily health programs that promote employee well-being while reducing health plan costs. Through their culture of health program, they enable the provision of services including health education, disease management assistance, and also fitness program. ExxonMobil Chemicals strive for an incident-free workplace and a safe environment where nobody gets hurt. So they implement a guidelines which known as Operation Integrity Management System, as called as OIMS. This framework is applied in ExxonMobil company to make sure the health and safety of the employee have been protected. And next, we go through the justification.
About the justification for every chapter that we choose, and for recruitment selection, there are 3 points that I want to highlight. Firstly is both companies seems to have a bit similar for selection and recruitment method. Second, the difference is the type of assessment that both companies do for recruitment and selection for new staff. And the third one, HR in Malaysia can improve the way to recruit and select new staff to be part of the company. Next is for training.
Okay, as for the training, both companies have their own ways in terms of giving training to the employees to increase their productivity and motivation. And HR in Malaysia can improve the training for the employees by focusing on every aspect of training that is needed and suitable for the work field of the employees. And next,
Is justification for payment system and working hour is that both company practice the code of ethics for employees according to the law for each country. Human resource practice that can be absorbed in Malaysia is apply a part of employment laws in US, which is working hour is not more than 40 hours in a week. This is to ensure employees are productive and safe in terms of physicals and mentals.
Okay, for the next justification is benefits and rewards. Both company offer the same benefits and reward in terms of health, life, financial, saving and also a bonus. So HR in Malaysia can also focus on employees recognition program, which is can create a good achievement and also good mental health for the employees also.
Okay, lastly, for safety and health at work, both companies have their own policy on health and safety issues to avoid significant health incidents and safety impact. So, human resources in Malaysia can also focus on research to the health, safety, environmental effects of product as well shown by ExxonMobil that has their own policy through their safety and health on product.
As the conclusion, both companies will recruit individuals when necessary as long as they can successfully go through the recruitment process as an oil and gas organization, which is Petronas and ExxonMobil, due to the numerous benefits they are entitled to employees. That's all from us. Thank you.